could be missing out on potential incredible returns if you do not know about staking. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JT, and we are back to the Crypto Den. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about staking and what the hell is it? For those who do not know, my name is Jake Tullis. I go by JT, and I run a crypto hedge fund called Bleeding Edge Capital out of Cincinnati, Ohio. If you want to learn more about me and what I do, just click the link tree in our banner. And yes, I am a software guy, and yes, software guys look like this in a place like this. Okay, that's what it is. Got over a decade experience, so today I'm going to bring you a super high-level description or explanation of exactly what staking is with a cute little image I drew. So let's get over to it. The reason you could be missing out on money is because these, blockchains can pay a decent amount for staking tokens. Now, for this image here, this is you. You're the human. We're going to call you Bob. Bob has ETH. If you're Bob, all right, and you bought ETH and you're not staking, you could be missing out on some money. And here's why staking is a very legitimate way to increase your long-term returns. First, the Ethereum network is different than Ether, the asset. The Ethereum network is a system or an ecosystem of computers called nodes. These nodes validate the blockchain, validate transactions. In other words, they contribute their hardware to support the computing that you asked the network for. Hey, I want to send 10 ETH to Jim. Well, that network, right? You pay ETH to do that. It takes its fee, right? And the fee covers the expense of the nodes or the computers that everyone else, all these volunteers for profit, bought to invest in the Ethereum network. So they run validating nodes. Now they do that to get paid. There's a return of your investment. And that's basically how Ethereum and Bitcoin and Solana and all these other blockchains proliferate and grow. They do that by incentivizing people with the token to go out and invest in the network or in the system. And that's the general premise. How do they get paid? Through staking. Bob puts ETH into a staking mechanism. So And honestly, it makes no sense. If you're long term, it makes no sense to not stake 100%. Then the staking mechanism will pay a computer, a node, if you will, a validator, for when they actually contribute to the Ethereum network. It just gets moved around like this. You'll lock up your Ether for an extended period of time. Let's say it's in there for a month. The network will use this to, basically finance or fund, provide liquidity, do whatever. Just pay the network to do its thing to make a return, to make a profit. Ethereum is profitable. And then at the end of your month, you're going to get probably, it's not a lot. It's going to be like that much. I don't know how to do percents, but yeah, you're going to get this. It's not a lot, but if you compound it, it can be. So you're going to get 4% in a term in a month, 6%, 4 to 6% across a 12-month period. Where I was getting hung up in my head is it pays out weekly. So the compounding actually takes into effect a lot sooner. If, just to make the math easy, it was a 12% stake, and I'll show you some networks that have some pays like that. It'd be 1% a month or 25 bips a week. Comes weekly. So it compounds that 25 bips every week. So the total return actually is more. And it's also important to note that this happens and it's denominated in the network's token. Meaning if I stake 100 ETH, and it's $1,000 token, right? That should be $1 million, but it's not in $1 million. It's 100 ETH. So I'll get 4 to 6, actually, well, with the compounding, maybe 7 to 8 ETH in a year for staking it. See how that could dramatically increase your returns over a longer period of time? And then this is the Googling version of it. Just deposit the stake. It uses it to verify transactions, pay the validator. There's really great links. Honestly, Google's Gemini model is really awesome. Makes it a lot easier for you. And then what I want to show you, so these are the kind of pay that you can get. You got Atom at 18%, Dot at 11, AVAX, Sol, see, ETH's paying 3 now, got it. Okay. So I misspoke earlier, apologies. And then Tron. Now look at the staking ratio. There's some big stakers. This is the percent of the token holders that actually stake. That shows long-term optimism in these networks. Like if people are willing to stake their token, they want more of it. And they're not planning on selling it because it's locked up. It's really cool. But as you can see, if you were just holding Atom, you might be able to get a fifth of your Atom by the end of the year. Because remember, it compounds. The whole point is if you stake your tokens, you're helping the crypto community of that token because you're paying the people that actually let you use the network, which is actually a really sick thing to do, just morally. And then also, you're making more money. You're getting more of that token. If you believe in the token long term, you're going to want to get as much of that token as possible in general. So staking allows you to compound the token over a long-term period. And if you're long, you have no intention of selling it anytime soon anyway. So the term for being locked up doesn't even matter. You're thinking 5, 10 years out, leave that pupper staked and then keep staking the rewards that get paid out weekly. It will compound. It'll blow your mind. This is the equivalent of buying dividend stocks, if you will. It's just like that. The trick is make sure you have good tokens. And that's why you subscribed. Because I talk to you guys about the technology to educate you all on to better pick which tokens are worth holding, worth staking. What do you look for? What are you looking at? How to go through developer documentation to understand if the system is solid, how to look at a GitHub repo and understand if this is a pump and dump, if they're scamming people, this is a genuine code base, how to interpret LinkedIn profiles for the team that should be doxed, right? Tokenomics, going over how the token supply is related to the price, value capture mechanics. So is this token a part of the business model? Is it actually going to see growth? These are all the things I talk about on this channel to educate you all on doing your own research and making some life-changing decisions over a long period of time. All right. Until next time, take care of one another. Peace and love. I'll see you. Hey everybody, it's JT. Just in case you didn't know, I would love a sub. Almost 97% of you that have viewed our content have not subscribed, and it would mean the world to me if you just hit that sub button, give us a like, and let us know how we're doing.